Hello, hello. What are you watching over there, baby girl?
Finishing the movie I started yesterday.
What was it called again? Hey, how's it going, everybody? SMan Da Best Man here. I'm your host, The Critical Minds. Just waiting for the lobby to start, picking up a little bit. We're gonna target some critical thinking topics and show everybody some Freemason cult knowledge that's gonna blow their minds. I'm gonna show you guys information that you guys have never had any clue of, and definitely it's gonna blow your guys' minds. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Shout outs to everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me manifest the dreams that my wife and my son desire. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It costs you guys nothing, but also helps us out immensely. Donnie, how's Buttercup doing? Donnie, good to see you back, buddy. I appreciate you. She had her C-section at 8 a.m. this morning successfully. She passed 9 natural and healthy puppies, brother. 5 boys, 4 girls. Best wishes. Thanks, Samuel. Sammy, I appreciate you, buddy. I just did a shout out in one of my posts. I'm about to do another video that also does a shout out to you too as well. And we're gonna get your channel out there to all my subscribers and family and friends. And I'll also ask them on the video to also post on all their social medias to help get out there the cause, support the community. You know what I mean? Everybody supporting each other. You know, it's like it takes a village to raise the family, and the family that raise the village. It's like a tripod. If you fail, then I fail. If one fails, we all fail. It's all for one and one for all. So that's the type of mentality that I like to keep. Anybody that subscribes to me, I naturally just subscribe to them. I check out I genuinely watch their videos. I just don't scroll through them and quickly, you know. I actually watch their videos and I leave comments on the interesting ones that I like, just to support the YouTube community and all my new friends and family and friends and extended family. So, yeah, me too, man. I ordered the Book of Wisdom. Did you really? Bro, I haven't even ordered it yet. So jelly. That made me so jelly. Definitely jealous, bro. I'm going to have to go fucking order it. Excuse my language. I'm going to have to go order it right now, too. And me and you, we could do some lives together if you like. Right on, Donnie. Good for you, buddy. Honestly, you're so ahead of the game, man. Your conscientiousness is immense. And, that means that you're already ahead of the game because there's a lot of people with tunnel vision and, you know what I mean? They're not even able to let you finish the sentence before they start to reside with group thought or mockery. And, you know what I mean? You're a champion in my eyes. So salute. Shout outs to everybody in here. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Helps me manifest this YouTube channel. Helps me get my message out there and spread this Freemason cult knowledge that Harry Joseph has been exposing. We chose to expose the Freemason cult knowledge instead of keep it secrecy behind closed doors in the lodges. So that being said, in the next 8 minutes at midnight, we're gonna jump right to it. We're just gonna hang out. I'm almost done my one of my childhood hobbies is assembling Lego. I broke my collarbone about 4 weeks ago, so I'm not really working out and gaining weight. It sucks. But I took up the hobby again, and it's a form of calming meditation. It's sparking more creativity as I build and I create more. So definitely, I learned a lot about this by reading and picking up bits and pieces over the last 40 or 50 years. I'm like a sponge. I like to soak up the knowledge. Perfect, bro. You took the words right out of my mouth. Well said. Exactly. And just like babies, they're sponges, right? So definitely, you know what I mean? And especially with people and entities, you know what I mean? Let me tell you this. When somebody says it must be nice, cut that motherfucker out of your life as fast as possible. You want to know why? Because that person is envious. And that's a very jealous emotion. You know, jealousy and envy is a very dangerous emotion. It's okay to be jealous, but you know what I mean. To admit it and say, "Oh, I'm a little jealous," that is awesome. Good for you. The people that celebrate and they're happy for your success and they say, "Good for you, bro. You guys deserved it. Hard work pays off. Keep up the great work." They're actually happy for your progression. The people that say it must be nice, those are the motherfuckers that wish that your success was theirs, but they don't have the heart to do exactly what you have to do. Did you tell me not to swear? My wife is telling me to watch my language on this. So any young ears, I just want to say I apologize. And our mothers or fathers, that's not my goal is to spread profane and your guys' children's ears. Just spiritual awakening. That's my purpose. So. Definitely, yeah, Donnie, bro, you're the man, bro. Honestly, that's exactly my whole method to the madness. It's just absorbing everything, sponging knowledge and wisdom. A fool can have an education. We just regurgitate textbook education, right? A fool can be educated, but when you're wise, that's true intelligence. And when you are intelligent, you can defeat, you can avoid, you can prevent a lot of stuff because you know better, you'll do better, and you'll show better. Early signs for preventative measures. When you're intelligent, you can defeat your opponent without having to put even a finger on him. You can maneuver around certain areas and environments and settings, and you can definitely avoid a lot of mistakes. Those holes, life is like a path. When we're walking, when we make a mistake, we fall in a hole. We either dig ourselves deeper or we climb back out of the hole. And when we come up to that mistake again, coming up life's path in the next milestone, we either learn from that, creating it a life lesson, or we continue to make the same mistakes and simulating the same conclusion, expecting a different outcome. Insanity. What's up, Punk? How you doing? Yo, good to have you back, bro. What's up, P999? My bro, my broski, my bro. I hope you and your loved ones and your family and your people are having a good time, bro. Don't forget to punch that like button for me, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. In 4 minutes, we're gonna dive right into some of the new videos that Harry's outputting. Definitely, I want to just elaborate and just give you a little bit more of the details and such like that. We're gonna do that at midnight. I'm just sitting here with my beautiful queen. She's over there enjoying some of the TV. I don't watch TV. Entrepreneurs, they don't sit in front of TVs. Neither do millionaires. The elites, they don't sit in front of TVs. Plus, you'll never get that time back. I'd rather put it towards something more productive and progressive future. And also, remember, our thoughts are electric. Our emotions are magnetic. Everything we think, say, and do, thoughts, emotions, actions, 333. Everything that we do is alternating and sending ripple effects, toroidal fields in the frequencies and embedding, encoding them for our future. We're alternating our future. The thoughts that we think, the emotions that we feel, and the actions that we respond, 333. That is alternating and creating our reality. We're manifesting our own reality. So that's why I choose not to watch horror films such as the Terrifier 3, where the guy's like, oh, some clown is laughing while he's butchering some daughter. You know what I mean? Those are satanic and demonic imaging and graphics. You know what I mean? That play a huge toll on your subconscious. So that being said, the English dictionary is also a weapon for your subconscious. That's why when they say, yo, bless you, you're actually saying be less you. You know what I mean? Bless me, be less me. You know what I mean? Appreciate. It's actually all we're hearing is in our subconscious because it's actually been weaponized. You know what I mean? When we sit there and we're praying and when we're coming externally we're trying to focus on a physical God or that with this just blind faith, that actually leaves us in doubt. So when judgment time comes and we actually appear in front of our Creator, we are in doubt, thinking, "Oh, is He going to save me? Did I do the right thing? Is He going to forgive me? Will I be accepted into heaven?" Your blind faith will leave you in doubt. So again, that's not going to happen. You're not going to save yourself. You're going to reincarnate back in this soul system. It's not a solar system. This is a soul system. You know what I mean? And they have disconnected us from the stars and the cosmos and the infinite etheric energy, which is God. Conscientiousness. We are in the mind of God. God sees through our minds. Our pineal gland is not our third eye, it's our antenna that directly links us and connects us to the higher, the most high, which is the creator, the super consciousness, the one frequency, the all, the air, the sun, the water, the breath, everything, every part of you. So that's why the all-seeing eye and God can see everything, because he's watching through our antennas, through our subconscious. And they say in the Holy Bible, which is all parables, metaphors, and secret codes, what they're saying is only through Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is your subconscious. Translated from Hebrew into English is I am. It's not that he is, it's because you are. Your inner self, your observer, your soul is your Jesus Christ. That's your subconscious. And only through Jesus Christ can we connect to the Father. In the Holy Bibles, it does not say in the scripts, Jesus telling you to pray. Jesus told you to meditate, because only through in the kingdom of God, the temple and the kingdom of God dwells within us. And that today they want us to look externally. They want us to look outside of us, because everything already dwells within us, everything we need. When you're hungry and you know what I mean, it feels like your stomach's eating itself. It's because it actually is. It has a self-eating mechanism that attacks the cancers, the toxins, all of that stuff, and it eats it away, taking all away your obesity. That being said, you know what I mean? Another thing, like the sky is a clock. The sun tells us what time of day it is. The moon tells us what day of the month it is, and the stars tell us what month of the year it is. We have been so disconnected. We walk around with these rebel souls. Back in the day, ancient people in the 1800s, you see them having wooden canes with copper tips at the bottom and the top. They were not for fashion. They were to ground you to the ground. So when you were moving around, maneuvering through the earth, you're grounding yourself at all times. When you're grounding yourself, it actually promotes cellular growth, cellular reproduction. You know what I mean? So when you live in a higher frequency, you vibrate higher chakra levels, you're actually in a positive vibration. That sound wave, the sin wave, it actually goes quickly in little tiny ripples. When it has big ripples like that, it's because you're living in your lower chakra levels. When you eat 3 meals a day, you're living in your lower chakra levels. When you think demonic so we are Jesus and we are the devil. We are the fallen angels. We are the Anunnaki, right? The mother of the Anunnaki is the right side of your hemisphere, the hemisphere of your brain, subconscious, your mood, your spirituality, right? And then the left side of your hemisphere of your brain is masculinity, Ra, her husband Ra. And if when Is and Ra married together and had and birth the Anunnaki, they gave birth to Rel, Is Ra El. Mic drop. So that's why did your wife get so mad on camera yesterday? She's gorgeous, no offense, none taken, bro. Obviously, she's a very gorgeous girl. She doesn't believe that she's photogenic, and just like some other girls, they have to have their angles. My wife is a very high maintenance girl. She's a model. I love her. She's my pride and my joy. You know what I mean? And I love her to death. She saved my life in so many different areas. I owe her more than I can even give to her. And just trying to strive and be a good lover and a good husband and a good father. That's my my goal, especially when you have such a beautiful woman that stands at your side and loves you and is faithful, committed, and matches my energy. It's so hard to find a woman that can match your energy, and so I'm a lucky man. I'm a very, very lucky man. And she doesn't really like to be on camera. She never really did. My son hates it. You know what I mean? Yeah, for some reason they're very shy. But I am breaking the ice a little bit. Sarah's coming out a lot more out of that shyness, and my son not yet, but eventually. You know what I mean? I think when things start to increase and grow, because I'm not stopping, I'm going to keep going. I promised myself that I was going to do at least a minimum 3 years of this stuff before I reevaluated it, and I was just going to take it as documenting my life and recording stuff, and just having content, videos, and pictures and photos, because we never took much photos in our early teens and young parenthood, and I totally regret it. So that's why and it's starting to be. Yes, thank you. Thank you, P. I appreciate you, bro. Me too, man. I can't wait for them to start doing their own content, their own videos. My wife is gorgeous. If she started doing, her own videos and talking, and I believe she would gain a lot of new friends too as well, and build so many more bridges and connections. I believe so as well, and more friendships. And that's basically what life's all about, is spreading love, spreading positivity, and care. Everything, the general principle, everything has to be cared for. Just like how the sun cares for the earth, just like how the moon cares for the magnetized, you know what I mean? Just like how a mother cares for her children, and so forth. And that's basically how, how the trees care for the air, you know what I mean? And all that good stuff. John Doe, nice to have you back, my bro. Salute, yo. Good to see you, bro. Punk, I wish I had 50 subscribers so I could live stream like you. Oh man, just keep subscribing. Come up with a good idea, a nice little quick method, and just go on live every single day until you reach there. And the day that you reach 50, bro, and you want to do a live, you hit me up right away, bro. Let's go. Definitely, no problem. I'm actually gonna write down my email address right now. You know what I mean? Because I don't give my phone number or anything out like that over the internet. Prank calls and immature people, and just the threats and the you believe that the Earth is flat? Oh, you used to like Donald Trump or Biden, and you know what I mean? I'm not into it. You know what I mean? I don't do politics. It's just to divert the people. I'll check more of your videos out. It's definitely to divert the people. So let's get Donnie. I was a young man. I was in a motorcycle accident. And I smashed up pretty bad. As they were putting me in an ambulance, a man walked up to me out of nowhere, through everybody, and placed his hand on me. Okay, keep telling me more, Donnie. I want to hear about that. You know what I mean? And then I'll explain to you exactly what Harry explained to me, what that type of perception is, and coming, as our subconscious gives off and projects it, because we actually don't live in a physical world. This world is not real. We actually live in a mental universe. Everything is a thought, then turns to an emotion, and then turns into a response, which is the 333. 666. That's the reason why they deemed Satan, which is Saturn, the black cube. The reason why the darkness, the black cube, the infinite. Everybody goes back to darkness. Everybody comes back into light. You know what I mean? The daytime is the light. There's life. Nighttime is death. Sleep is the cousin of the death. As macronisms, there is microisms. There is, to every macro, there's a micro. You know what I mean? Summer's life, winter's death. You know what I mean? And so forth. You know what I mean? To every major, there's a minor. Completely understandable, bro. Definitely. You just got me pumped watching you. Love the energy. Right on. Johnny, man, I appreciate you so much, bro. You're part of the team now, bro. Radas, bro. I love the fact that how we can really connect. It truly means a lot to me. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. This is what I do it for. I don't get paid to do this. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to spiritually awaken people and show them the real spirituality and religion of this world. And shit, I'm over 7 minutes off my limit. Just rambling on, talking. Let's get you guys a couple of Harry's new videos that he's got going on, and then I just want to elaborate and show you a little bit of the details of my perspective on the video. Do you guys have any questions before we start watching any of the videos, or do you guys want to target any type of subject or topic? Let me know. I love for us to always get down to the business, get down to the bottom of it. I don't do speculation. I'm a fact checker. I'd rather speak on facts than speculation or personal opinion. So you know what I mean. That's definitely my always go to, because all these fun facts that just fill up in the vault. You know what I mean. I know most of them are useless, but it's knowledge, it's intelligence. You know what I mean. It's science, the laws of physics, and that's definitely. Really, really good. You just got to be careful of what they're trying to show you, or what they're trying to show you, or what they're trying to teach you. You know what I mean? A real teacher shows you, and the indoctrination teachers, they just want to teach you. You know what I mean? Everybody learns for themselves. We teach ourselves. You know what I mean? By being shown. You know? I know it's kind of the same thing, but I'm speaking in parables. But let's get back to it. 666. The reason why Saturn is the god and the king deemed of this world is because in the physical realm. So you know what I mean? In the mental plane, everything starts in the mind, and then everything starts in the mind at the top. The infinite structure, the infinite etheric energy, the super consciousness, God, the cosmos, the spirit realm, right? And then as star seeds, we get embedded in our constellation. That's why we have zodiac signs. That's why you have only one set of fingerprints and one set of DNA that nobody will ever have, because your soul is embedded. On the day that you come into physical existence, you are a fallen star, a fallen angel that comes down from the spiritual realm to the bottom, which is the physical plane. So this is higher astral, lower astral, ether, physical plane. You come down from the mind. We live in a mental universe. This is not real. None of this is real. It's actually these black holes, these pupils are simulating a matrix from the visual cortex connecting to your neocortex. That's why they called him Neo in the Matrix. And that's why when he woke up from the Matrix, he had that thing hooked in the bottom of his neck. You have three bodies, three minds, three parts of your mind. The top of the mind, that's your spirituality, that's your subconscious, that's your Jesus Christ. That's your neocortex. And the very bottom one is called the reptilian gland. That's just strictly response and action, fight or flight. Response is strictly there's no thought, there's no spirituality. It's not connected to anything. It is simply the physical response that sends the signals from your brain to the rest of your nervous system and your bone structure. That being said, if you want a dog, you can call me Anthony. I don't care. I have any friends. I don't have any friends or family other than my girlfriend. Well, now you have a good friend here, brother, and now you have a family member, because I don't have friends. To be honest with you, friends are foes. They're the first to fold. They're the first to run from you, rip you off, steal from you, and violate you. Fuck friends. Friends are foes. FOE. Family, that's everything. You know what I mean? In family, DNA can make you related, but loyalty, that's what makes you family. And you don't have to be a notorious gangbanger. You don't have to be a bodybuilder or a killer from the military. You just have to look at that individual with genuine love, because fear and intimidation, that creates foes. They don't love you. They only respect you because they are intimidated and they fear you. That'll never be genuine. It's not real love. But generosity, like I said, you don't have to be those type of entities or mentalities. You just have to look at them like a family member, and you will go to the end of the earth to find them. You will jump in front of the gun and you will sacrifice your life just to protect theirs. That's called generosity. That's real love. And that's what I promote in my team with the riders and in Hamilton. And that's what I go for, because that's real shit. That's the real generosity. All right, so let's get back to it. Sorry I get sidetracked to that, but you know what I mean. I mean well when I say this. So the bottom is the physical, the phys cycle plane. You know what I mean. So, and then this is the astros, high, low, and then you have the ether. See? So my writing is terrible. I am a construction worker. I work with my hands. Nah, I don't sit at a desk, so please forgive me and my terrible chicken scratch. So everything starts in the cosmos, as in a mind, as a thought. Before this came into existence, this was a thought in my head. And so when you start to lower your vibrations and you start to live in your physical vibrations, your physical mentality, that's when you start to lower your chakra levels. That's when you start to live in disaster, chaos, negativity, illness, sickness, demonic, satanic, and on and so forth. Negative energy. When you biasly respond negative and you're just a negative person, it manifests into attitude, anxiety, depression, anger problems, mental conditioning, mental disorders, and ultimate mental illnesses that can continue and spiral until it makes you feel that it's permanent or it's so far gone that you're not coming back. That being said, I was such a negative, miserable prick. My wife would say, "Oh, what a beautiful day it is." Ah, it's too fucking hot. You know, just a typical miserable dude. You know what I mean? Just being a negative prick. Well, I have severe PTSD. I was diagnosed from due to my past history of violence and gangsterism and penitentiaries and whatever. So I was, you know what I mean? I woke up at a night terror one time. I was like, ah, and you know, it was the very first time I went to the psychiatrist and told my doctor. They told me that it was going to consume me until one, I was have to be heavily medicated and I had to choose carefully and get proper sleep and this and that. They said that PTSD is permanent and it's going to take over me one day. I'm sorry, doctors, but that's never going to happen. I control my destiny. I am control up here, so that means I'm in control over here. The second I started to take control of my mind, I took control of my universe. I took control of my life. I wasn't on autopilot anymore. I broke free from these mental chains and I took back control of my mind. That's what happens. So when I started to respond biasly and retrain reprogram my subconsciousness and train it to positively respond biasly, miracles started to unfold right before my eyes. I started to smile again. I was happy. Suicide thoughts were out the fucking window. No anxiety, no depression, confidence, self-esteem, more energy, motivation, ambition, inner peace, prosperity. If you're not happy, then you can't make your lover happy because you're so fucking unhappy. Happiness comes within, not without. Your self-worth is determined by you. You know what I mean? And the hardest thing is to grow up and to be who you truly are. Don't sacrifice your happiness for somebody else's. It comes within. Before you can make somebody happy, you have to be happy. Before you love somebody, you need to love yourself. And don't ever, ever sacrifice or put that below anyone else or for someone else. Because eventually it deteriorates and degenerates. And then you start to love somebody more than yourself. And you start to slowly manifest that into your reality. So, and you know what I mean? And then when you hear somebody say, "Oh, fuck my life," don't ever curse your life. Your inner consciousness is listening. Do you want to know why they say we're spelling? It's because we're literally casting spells. Our voice is a tortoral field sending ripples through our universe, alternating our reality and future. Mic drop. Anyways, guys, enough of my talking. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on the whole time. Shout outs to all you guys. Your love and support is immense and it means the world to me. You guys are life changing. You guys bring super, super positive and miracles to my mind and my body and also my spirits and also my family. So shout outs to you guys. I just want to give you guys a super salute and a hug. You guys are in my books, in my family, my friends, and I got you guys. Anytime you guys want to hit me up, always. I'm always here. You guys want to do lives together. You guys have topics, whatever, man. I love to collaborate. I just love to build resources, connections, contacts, and build bridges. I want to build empires and skyscrapers and skylines and skyway bridges to the promised land. You know, I found happiness and I found the promised land. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way to prosperity. I know where it is now, and I hope everybody, you know, tags along with the journey with me, and we can all up our levels of vibrations to a frequency of higher conscientiousness and spirituality, where we can become the elite beings, these elite light star seed beings that God intended us to be. Powerful, assertive, following our heart that guides us to our soul purpose. Because we are protected by a higher power. I am protected by a higher power. And as long as you guys are here for the journey, you guys will also be protected by this higher power. I've been given a higher purpose, so I will be of service. My name is SMan Da Best Man. I'm the host of this channel, Critical Minds, and I hope you guys like my content. I have 1,400 videos uploaded. You know, family, mimics, pranks, freestyle raps, speeches, quotes, you know, you name it, it's up there. And if you don't like the other, just keep scrolling. You'll probably find something you like. The breeding videos, all of it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. You guys mean a lot to me, and I'm going to keep going. This is only the beginning. And the sky's not the limit. The stars are. So let's ascend back into heaven together. Shout outs to everybody. Salute. Okay, let's get it popping. I'm gonna go grab my drink real quick, gang, and definitely we're gonna get you guys suited up and start getting you some more conscientious and critical thinking videos going. Thank you. 1 minute, please. Lemon water, lemons, anything that's grown from the sun is naturally electric magnetic food, which is natural. What it does is just like how oxygen hits the blood, it goes from blue to red. Well, same with this acidy fruit. The second it goes into your water or into your body, alkaline. Yeah, so definitely you want to hit an alkaline diet. Definitely alkaline electric magnetic fruit that is grown by the sun. That's what you eat. Also, ground nuts. Ground nuts is what deworms your digestive system, and the seeds in the fruit is what parasitic cleanses your body. So, when they say it's got you know what I mean? It's poisonous. Don't eat the seeds. It's bullshit. They don't want you to eat the seeds because it's actually curing you. It's helping you. So let's get down to business, guys. Now, do you use a frequency generator in your home? I use a small frequency generator in my bedroom as I sleep. Also, a ground and sheet. It helps 100%. Yo, Donnie, bro, 100%. I just watched that video. Bro, you're a G, bro. My guy. Salute you, bro. So 100%, you are correct. You're not even 100%. That's 1,000% correct. We should be, when we're sleeping, we should be grounded to the earth, because it promotes new cellular growth, reproductions of our cells at a cellular level, where acidic diet and lower chakra levels decomposes and degenerates our cells. And also, I want to say this: sex is actually a ritual. Everything's a ritual. They want you to think that witchcraft and rituals are bad and shit like that. No, they're not. They're not bad. They're actually the real religion of this world, and that's why they demonized it, to make you think that it's bad. Also, that being said, when a man and a woman is having sex, and a man actually enters a woman, they're opening a channel for a portal from the spirit realm to the physical realm. When they ejaculate, when a woman ejaculates, she lowers her estrogen and her testosterone spikes. When a man ejaculates, his testosterone decreases and his estrogen increases, making the man more feminine and the woman more masculine. It's called our kundalini. It's called Christ oil fluid. What it does is it actually builds up in our loins. It builds up in our loins, and actually, if we can resist it, and we actually retain it back, semen retention, which is huge, because every time that you ejaculate, you degenerate your body. My word, you degenerate your body. You're actually taking years off of your life. So when you do that, the semen retention, what happens is this Christ oil fluid goes up the 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord and comes back to the temple of God, the kingdom of God, in the temple, bringing your conscientiousness and your abilities and your powers to elite super beings, where like you're regenerating at a cellular level on the spot. You vibrate at such a high level that you manifest effectively and with purpose on the spot. You know what I mean? And then also it's just like, you're able to like astral project. I'm hearing all this crazy other cool stuff. So basically that's it's called your kundalini. If you could resist sexual, because sexual intercourse and emotions are the most powerful energy on this earth. When your body is being aroused and from your kundalini fluid, it's actually like the most powerful energy. Your emotions is your energy. Your thoughts are electric and your emotions are magnetic. That's why the sun is electric and the moon is magnetic. The ground is magnetic. This earth is an electrical magnetic atom, and you are a one big atom, and that gives off a toroidal field. And do you think conscientiously or a coincidence that the first name of man was Adam? I'm telling you, the Freemason cult knowledge that I got is gonna blow your guys' freaking mind. Let's get down to it. No more rambling on and rambling on. My wife tells me all I do is fucking, I just ramble on. So, without further ado, let's get to Harry my broski. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Shout outs to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well.
You guys want to hear something terrifying? The prophecy of the popes.
Oh boy.
This book.
Ooh.
I had a lot of. In the beginning was the.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, guys. Let's get it. Oh, hold on.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. This word is not the vibrational frequency of word. This teaching stems back to the Hermetic philosophy. All is mind. Everything is a mental creation of the all. Every physical object in this physical plane began as a thought in the mind. The word is not vibration, but the inner mental dialogue inside of us. If you close your eyes, before you kick a football, there is a decision, an energetic shift inside of the mind or inside yourself. This command is the true you, the universal consciousness. The word that created all creation is the mind of God. All creation is an emanation of the mind. You possess a small mind, a small version of God's mind. It's not a coincidence this was on John 1:1. 1:1 represents the two pillars of masonry. The inner world and the outer world. The inner world of consciousness reflects outward in the outer world of matter. They are mirrors of each other. 11 is the number of creation. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The 12 disciples spread the teachings of Jesus. Just like the 12 cranial nerves control the body from the mind, these are the 12 disciples spreading the gospels of your command. Are two trees in the Garden of Eden, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Cardiovascular system gives life to the body. The nervous system gives you the knowledge of good and evil. God is the mind. Now let me explain. This pencil was a thought before it is a physical reality. So was this mouse. You are a manifestation of God's thought. You are a thought in the mind of God. You possess a mind. You are a microcosm of God's mind. You use thought to create your own reality, your own world. You're a fractal of God. Your mind is the invisible, infinite intelligence which can never be filled with information. And your mind experiences the knowledge of good and evil through the central nervous system. That's why all of the ancient Christian artwork is all depicting the brain, because God is within you, not outside of you. The Bible is an allegorical, metaphorical, spiritual, psychological, astrological, encoded text about the anatomy and the human experience about yourself. Book of Wisdom, Volume 2 is a face was made to hide the truth about yourself. You don't look into reality. Light enters the eye and the image is produced in the visual cortex of the brain. You touch, taste, hear, smell, and see with your brain. The body produces a simulation. The world is actually inside of you. The heliocentric model has placed this visual field of the eyes in the model. Your thoughts and emotions are like commands which project that reality. Even the Egyptians symbolized the visual field. Jesus says, I am the light of the world. The I am within you, because consciousness creates matter. You are projecting your own reality. Jesus symbolizes the essence in each individual because your body is technology. Humans are the most advanced beings because we have the opportunity to understand God. No other animal can. We can expand our minds into infinite fields of knowledge. Lucifer is the false light, which is this world that produces the visual field in the brain. Face was made to hide the truth about yourself. You don't look in. Egyptians wore the headdress to symbolize the woman because they are the master builders, which creates the human temple. The human body is formed by the astral forces of the 12 zodiac inside of the womb. That's why your body's made out of 12 cell salts, which are from the 12 zodiac signs. She harnesses the energies of the 7 planets and the 12 constellations to manifest your body. She is a womb man and she is feminine, which is 9. You are a soul, an astral
This stuff's
entity
gonna blow
in a
your
physical
guys'
body.
mind
When the
and
male
open your
finishes,
consciousness consciousness to the
woman.
real
This creates a
reality
portal
of
in the astral
spirituality
plane.
and religion.
SEX is a ritual, and if you do not do the ritual high vibrationally, you will attract a low vibrational astral entity to be incarnated in the physical plane. Every person you have SEX with, you have an astral emotional bond with that person. If you want a high vibrating soul to enter the physical plane as your child, you need to do the ritual properly. Never engage in one night stands. This is a form of magic. If you drink alcohol, you're drinking magic potions which invoke spirits. And yes, the earth is a flat plane. Egyptians wore the headdress.
Dear Canadians, our government...
God stands for generator, operator, destroyer. The mind, soul, and body. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. Generator is the thought. Operator is emotion. The destroyer is the physical body. Thought, emotion, and action. These are the three forces that you hold full control over in this world. You think something, if you care about it, you take physical action. Care is the true generative force in this world. You generate your reality based on what you care about. You only take action on what you care about in your heart. Everything goes through this triad process: birth, growth, and death. This is why most religions have God as a threefold God. God stands for generator, operator, destroyer. The mind, soul, and body. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. Generator is the thought. Operator is emotion. The destroyer is the physical body. Thought, emotion, and action. These are the three forces that you hold full control over in this world. You think something, if you care about it, you take physical action. Care is the true generative force in this world. You generate your reality based on what you care about. You only take action on what you care about in your heart. Everything goes through this triad process: birth, growth, and death. This is why most religions have God as a threefold God. God stands for generator, operator. No one in the world could ever replicate the human body. The human body is the most advanced piece of technology on the face of the earth, and you are inside of it. The brain is a supercomputer. You cut your body, it heals itself. Everything is run automatically. It is an electrical, mechanical machine. You are a robot, and you're inside of this. You've been gifted the technology of the human body to experience this reality. If I came to you with this book and said I didn't create it, it just appeared one day, you'd say I'm absolutely insane. But when it comes to the most advanced piece of technology on the face of the earth, you think it's evolution. You think it just appeared one day. No, the veil has been pulled over your eyes, people. You're in the most advanced piece of technology on the face of the earth that no one could ever replicate. When will you realize that we are inside of pretty much a simulation? This is a simulation, and it's produced by your body. The brain produces your reality. Without the brain, you're dead. You can't be in this reality. The body is a holographic computer simulation. It produces a holographic simulation that you are experiencing. No one in the world.
GPT-4 is the dumbest model.
Human. Hue means an attribute of a color. Color is light. We are light manifested into physical form. If you know anything about electromagnetism, you know these mini torus fields create reality. They are the true atoms. Each torus field is one unit of light. So then you go to Genesis and look at what the first thing ever created was. Let there be light. Genesis 1:3. John 1:5. God is light. So this means atoms are one unit of light, and these atoms create everything. This means everything is God. You are God, and everything you see around you is God. We live inside of the mind of God. So God, Allah, and Elohim all add up to 26 or 62. Add that together, that is 8. Symbol for the 8 comes from the torus field. Everything is infinite, everything is light, and everything is God. There is no God outside of you. We need to stop worshipping these false humanistic gods within religion, and we all need to manifest the God mind, because we are all God. And this is why the Bible says, ye are gods, you are all sons of the Most High. We are microcosms of the macrocosm. True baptism happens within you. We have 4 stages of human consciousness. Earth, stage 1. This is when we're in a survival state of consciousness. Water, stage 2. The truth in cleansing. Dunking your head in water is symbolic for cleansing yourself from the survival animalistic state. And once we've cleansed ourselves, we have the fire stage, the awakening, the spiritual awakening. Then once we awaken, we go to the air, stage 4 of self-mastery. Dunking your head in water will not save you from anything. You must save yourself from the lower mind, from the animalistic state of consciousness. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, Corinthians 15:50. It means your body cannot enter the kingdom of God. Your emotions, spirit, and mind can, which means heaven and hell is a mind state, not a real place. Theologians 4:17, you meet the Lord in the air, you meet the Lord in the highest stage of consciousness, the mind, the air, the self-mastery. No man in the sky going to save you. Religion want you to believe this so you give away your power. They don't want you mastering yourself, they want you weak. Find the Book of Wisdom, Volume 2, in my bio. The true baptism happens within. Money rules your emotions, that's why money has moon within it. Demon is a D, which means negative, and a mon meaning the moon, a negative emotion. Demons are not entities, they are emotions that possess your mind and body. Lucifer fell from heaven to earth. Lucifer means star. Consciousness interacts with the world through the 5 senses. When your 5-pointed star falls from heaven, your senses are now ruling your life. You're in the animal nature, which is Satan, the devil, do evil, which is the inverted pentagram, which puts spirit on the bottom, because spirit should be ruling your life, not on the bottom. God and the devil are within you. They are aspects of your consciousness. No devil is tempting you. This is the aspect of your own mind tempting you to engage in low-level pleasures. That's the devil. Money rules your emotions. That's why money has moon within it. A demon is a D, which means negative, and a mon meaning the moon. Talking creates torus fields, a 3-dimensional sound
Here we are.
wave,
This
which creates
is really
ripples
good
in the
Freemason
fabric of
cult knowledge
reality.
right now,
The words
guys.
you speak
Learn how
shape
to
your
manifest
mind.
effectively
Your
with
external
purpose.
life is an externalization of your mind. Your life is a result of every thought you thought in the past. Therefore, the words you speak about yourself molds your mind, which molds your reality. Praying over food is not what you think. Praying over food is not God blessing your food. Together, they would speak positive affirmations into the air, further raising the frequency of the food. Praying over food is changing the frequency of the water structure in the food before you place it in the body.
Because
The
water holds
frequency of the food
intelligence.
has
You
an
can talk
effect
to it.
on our electromagnetic field. Stop praying to Jesus and a God in the sky. Instead, whatever ye pray for, ask for, believe that you receive it, and ye shall have them. Mark 11:24. Jesus says himself, you will no longer ask me anything, because you can create your own reality. You don't need an external influence to create it for you. Praying is witchcraft, a form of changing reality with your words. Witchcraft is not evil. Talking creates torus fields, a 3-dimensional sound wave.
The evidence no longer supports the story.
So, that being said, we got to be careful. That's why we truly need to be careful of what we say, how we think, what we say, and how we behave. Because every step of this journey is alternating our future and our reality, creating it and embedding it in code. So, that being said, try to put your best foot forward. Strive to be great. You be the elite being that that the creator, that the Alpha Omega has definitely intended you to. While I was sitting there, I finished my Lego car. So I got it from Shoppers Drug Mart for $13. It was a great deal. Nice little car that we could put on display in my son's game room. It was fun doing it. It brought me, it sparked more creativity. And not only that, it's calming to me. It's soothing. It's like a form of a calming meditation. And also, it's one of my childhood hobbies that I really enjoyed doing when I was younger. So, that's done. So definitely, I need to figure out, Danny, how to set up a grounding sheet in my bed. And I definitely have to figure out how to do a small frequency generator in my bedroom. where do Danny, give me some type of insight or any like, where can I find this stuff? Do I find it at Home Depot? Do I find it at like or like off Amazon, or do I have to go to a certain place for that? Because that's what I want to start doing. I want to start grounding. I want to make sure I raise the vibrational frequencies in the room while sleeping, and also I want to ground. I want me and my wife, our bodies, and my son's bodies to be grounded as we're sleeping, promoting new cellular growth, ions and electrons and protons and neutrons, connections. It promotes it. You know, the reading, processing. You actually think faster. Your cognitive thinking, your vocabulary, everything just starts to move at a accelerant rate, where you start to excel faster than others people. You know your vibration levels and your conscientiousness is at an all-time high, and you raise it to positive chakra levels, and yeah, definitely. So I stayed up all night last night. I didn't get much sleep. I only got 4 hours sleep this morning. When my wife went in for a half day of work, she is the office administrator. She is the front desk for a medical administrator. She's the secretary for a doctor's office. And yeah, so I got a little bit of sleep there. I had to monitor and monitor and mother Buttercup last night. She had 9 puppies. They all survived. It cost us $3,100 this morning to have that C-section done. But it is what it is. She's safe. As long as she's safe, that's all that matters to me. And also the incentive, and we have 9 puppies. We're also going to be placing them around like $2,500 to $2,800 asking price. Depending on where the market is right now in Ontario, it's a little bit low right now due to the cost of living and everything else. Everything is being forced to drop the prices, insurance rates. Everything is being forced to plummet because due to the inflation, the cost of living, the market, and the rates for insurance, luxuries, utilities. It's just Canada's going to shit. And we have nobody else to blame but Canada. We cannot blame any other country. The reason where our country is right now. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Citizens need to rise up and overthrow the tyrannical, the embezzlement, the corruption, and get those pedophile motherfuckers out of office. Because you know what I mean, we need to stop pushing the sexuality on our children. Everybody gets it. Sexuality should be a preference. It's private, very, very private and sacred, and should be behind closed doors between the two lovers or whatever type of activity that they prefer. It's behind closed doors. I think adults that are having sexual conversations with children are pedophiles. Those are bad people. You know what I mean? And we need to stop pushing all this acceptance on all these mental illnesses, and we need to start taking charge and rebuild our society back to the superior, righteous, and you know what I mean, and progressive societies and communities. Like I said, it takes a village to raise a family, and the family to raise a village. We are all one. We all came from the same frequency. We are all together. You are me, and I am you. I'm not alive and I'm not dead. You know what I mean? I live in the present. I don't live in the past. No matter what I can do, I can never change the past. I can be the architect to my future, but I don't want to obsess over it where it's going to affect my present time living. So I choose to live in the present today. I repute any type of negative entities, harm's way, negative currencies that try to infiltrate or compromise my temple, or negative thought patterns or negative people. I remove all that type of stuff from my life because it no longer serves my higher self. And I have found my soul purpose, my calling. My creator has called me to this, and I'm protected by his higher power. I have been given this higher purpose, so I will be of service. My name is SMan Da Best Man. I'm your host at Critical Minds. Me and my beautiful wife, that's Sarah Hellcat over there. I love you guys. Thank you for the love and support. You guys mean the world to me. Life changing. And shout outs to everybody. I hope you guys get a good rest for tomorrow so you can be fully charged and hit your goals and your daily routine and regimen full throttle and head on. Shout outs to you guys. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Peace and prosperity. May the light be with you and protect you on your journey. Take care.